In this activity, you will take what you have learned so far and you will create your own table in an SQL database and populate it with your own data. So the table that you will be creating will be called products. And here's the data structure. The Excel spreadsheet that you can download from our training repository contains the data that you will need to provide. This is precisely what the table will look like once you create it and populate it with data. So it will have the fields product ID, which is numeric, product category ID, which is also numeric, supplier ID, which is also numeric, product name, which is a text field, net retail price, which is currency, available quantity, which is an integer number, wholesale price, which is currency, unit kg weight, which is a number with a decimal point, and nodes, which is also a textual field. And here's the solution to activity where you were asked to create a products table and populate it with data. Here's our basic syntax for creating products table. Create table followed by products. The first field that we are specifying is product ID, which is integer, does not allow nulls, and will auto-increment if you don't specify any values for it. This field is also set to be our primary key. Product category ID, which is also integer and also doesn't allow nulls, is another field that we are adding. Supplier ID has the same data type and the same constraint. Product name stores data type of car, which is one of textual data types available in SQL, and we can insert up to 50 characters into it. And just like the previous fields, it doesn't allow nulls. Net retail price is a decimal data type. In the parameters, you can specify how many decimal points to display, and this field, unlike the previous fields, does allow null values. Available quantity is an integer field, and it does not allow nulls. Wholesale price is another decimal field, and it doesn't allow nulls. Unit kg weight is yet another decimal field, and it does allow nulls. Nodes is a fairly long varchar, which takes 750 characters, and it allows nulls. And this is just a constraint applied to product ID, which we have already mentioned. And this is our insertion statement. Because product ID is a self-incrementing primary key, we don't have to specify this field. Instead, we specify all the other fields in the same order they are presented in the create statement. So if we execute these statements, we will create a table and we will then populate it with data straight away. And now, if we run select statement on it, here's the table that we have. And that concludes our activity about creating a table and inserting data into it.